like to discuss what your challenge is. What would you like to work on today?
I would like to work on my bladder. I don't know, maybe it's small, but it has always been overactive.
Okay.
I just had one time that I have to take antibiotics, but otherwise I don't have like any problems with bacteria or something. It's just overactive. So I really need to go to the toilet frequently, and it can be quite painful. Like I have this sense of urgency, like, oh my God, I have to go now and I cannot wait.
And you said you had this for a long time?
Yeah, for a long time, but it has gotten worse in few years.
Oh.
Like it's getting worse slowly.
Do you know when it first started? Can you remember?
When I was little, like I was like this since I remember.
Like very young?
Yeah, very young. Maybe especially I remember it when I was getting into teenage years.
Okay.
Um, but it was always like this. Like
Um,
people that know me are like, oh yeah, Anna needs to pee. You know?
okay. So do you remember how you're feeling when you're a teenager when it was happening? Like, was there any build up to it, like emotional stress at that time
Uh,
that you may feel
yeah,
connected?
I feel with whole bladder thing, and also especially teenage years, I felt very. The feeling is like forced, being forced into something, and I would say dominated. Yeah, feeling dominated and controlled, because this is how my bladder makes me feel. It's like now, do it now.
Mm-hmm. So, in my cheat sheet for the bladder, it's just got feeling pissed off with people in authority, feeling helpless and disempowered to change your circumstances. Does any of that feel relatable?
Yeah, it feels really relatable, because my dad was like authority and really in charge, and he wanted his way,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't have a say.
Okay. Did your mum or your grandma have this same problem with the bladder?
No,
No,
I'm the only one. Yeah,
you're the only one. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, right. So, what would your intention be for this session today?
Just to maybe gain some awareness, why is this happening, and maybe to release some of the tension that I feel with this problem.
And if this situation was healed in your life, is there anything that do you have any resistance to it being healed? Is there anything you'd have to face that you wouldn't want
Hmm.
to face if you were fully healthy?
I never thought of that. I would actually feel a lot more free, a lot more freedom. Yeah, maybe I'm afraid of being in control of my freedom.
Okay. Does it scare you to have that much power?
Yeah, yeah.
So how does this challenge that you have with the bladder make you feel emotionally?
Yeah, as I said, so it makes me feel very forced or obligated. Mm, like I would be pushed in the corner, like you have to do it now. It's like really this forceful feeling. Maybe I could say dominated or controlled also.
Yeah.
And it's this sense of urgency, like there's no choice. So I also would say very powerless, because it's like I don't have any choice.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's like somebody is forcing me in their own way, in what they want. Like I'm not in control. So I would also say loss of control.
Yeah. Out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. Also a bit of anger.
When you feel the anger, what's the emotion you feel before you feel angry?
Also resentment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel resentful. Yeah, these are the main emotions.
Okay. So I'll just go through them and ask you where you feel them in the body. So if we look at the forced feeling of being forced, dominated, where do you feel that inside of the body? Inside or outside?
Mm, I feel it here.
Okay. So outside of the head?
It's outside and it's also inside.
Is there a face or a voice that you can sense?
Yeah, it's definitely my father.
Yeah.
And it's really like this forceful feeling.
Do you feel it
Also,
anywhere else in the body?
anywhere else?
Yeah, apart from the head?
Yeah, my bladder and my lower part
Yeah.
of the body. I also have a bit of feeling like my legs would froze, like that I cannot move in my direction.
Okay.
But it's the most strong in the bladder. Yeah, the whole lower part.
Like your root chakra?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel frozen in that part.
Okay. Do you feel that inside or outside the body?
Inside. Yeah, inside.
Okay.
I have this feeling of, in this part of the body, of being suffocated, in a sense that I cannot put it out or on the outside the way I feel. It's like, okay, I feel forced, and like it's that I'm putting this aggression on myself. I'm holding it in. And also this feeling of being frozen, yeah. It's like I'm stuffing everything inside of me.
Okay. With the feeling of feeling obligated, where do you sense that feeling in the body?
It's in my head.
In the head? That's
Yeah,
the same?
yeah. On the inside.
What about feeling out of control or feeling controlled? Where do you feel that in the body?
It's also my head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The inside?
Yeah, inside. And also outside. And I see my mom.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, it's like I would say gaslight. And yeah, again, like this no choice, powerlessness.
Yep. So when you feel powerless, where do you feel the powerlessness?
Like I swear in my brains, inside my head.
Okay.
I see my mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Like my mind is being controlled.
And with the feeling of urgency, where do you feel that in the body?
Oh, very strongly in my bladder.
Yeah.
Also, like my whole root chakra.
Yeah.
And I also feel it here in the back, upper part of the
Shoulders?
back. Yeah, the back and the shoulders, and the back of my neck, and also the back of my head, like in this upper back part.
Okay.
And it's on the outside.
Oh, okay. Is there a face or a voice?
Yeah, it's my father.
Okay.
Yeah, I also feel a lot of fear here, like being forced and a lot of fear.
Yeah.
And being invaded. And I also feel very unprotected. Mm,
Would you say you feel vulnerable?
yeah, a lot.
And do you feel that in that same area?
Yeah, it's in this whole back area. It's like my back, it's not covered. It's
Oh,
not
right.
protected.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel very vulnerable. Yeah.
And the resentment or resentful feeling,
Ooh,
where do you feel that?
bladder.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the same second that you said it, like I felt it really strongly. Yeah, resentment
Inside or outside or both?
inside.
Inside? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like resentment, and also feeling like really angry, but just cannot express this anger. Like I feel it holding it in.
Where do you feel you're holding it
In the bladder.
the bladder?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Um, I'm just going to ask you about the resistance to the problem. So I'm going to ask you to feel the resistant part of the problem. Which emotion do you hate feeling the most about this challenge?
Being controlled.
And where um, in the body is it being held?
It's again this upper area, my head and my back.
Yep. which emotional resource would have assisted you in overcoming this challenge from the past?
It's protection and support.
And where in the body is the absence block of it?
The protection, I feel the leg here behind my upper back and head. And I feel lack of support in my root chakra.
Do you feel this emotional challenge belongs to someone else? Okay.
No. I feel very alone in this challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where in the body is the pain?
The emotional pain.
Is there pain? Do you feel painful when you need to like use your bladder so often? Is that painful?
Like physically, I feel pain. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there
Because
pain in the
yeah,
bladder?
I feel it in the bladder. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any pain anywhere else?
No, it's just bladder, but it's painful, and like through the years, got painful. Before it was not, but now it's more and more painful. And this is the sense of urgency that I just cannot wait because it's painful.
So if the pain had a voice, what would it say and whose voice is it?
It's my voice that is probably suffocated. And it says like, leave me alone, like back off.
Okay. How does your physical body react to the challenge? What's the instinctive response?
Mm. It's like it's freeze. Yeah, it's freeze.
Anything else or just the phrase?
Mm. Yeah, I feel really relieved. I'm really happy because I gain a lot of awareness of emotions that I had that I actually was not aware of. And I feel like really relief. And I feel like my perspective is shifting because now I really see what's behind this problem, and I feel it like dissipating and like washing away. So I feel really light. I feel really good.